that still we can see people who are honorable and they are well raised like you. Very difficult to find outside a group like this group. Even 1%, even 100%, awliyaullah, they look at the heart. From outside, they hide themselves. From inside, they show their murid to other followers. I mentioned last time about the murid, about Sayyidina Shaykh Nazim. We went through half of the story and we continue now. One day Sayyidina Shaykh Nazim was sitting and meditating, not like this meditation today, the fake ones. Meditation is to see Prophet ﷺ, to see Anbiya, to see awliya. As soon as they connect their heart with their realities, that key will open that door of meditation. If it did not really reach that level, they cannot claim that they are doing meditation. They are in progress. And the one who is responsible and trying to 1 or 2 or 10 or 100, as much as you like, of sheikhs, too many sheikhs now. These sheikhs are not guiding the ummah, but يضلل الأمة. يضلل.
Misguiding.
They're misguiding people for their destiny. Every human being has a partner. And what's that mean? That Grand Shaykh, may Allah bless his soul, and Maulana Shaykh Nazim, may Allah bless his soul, mentioned to us these realities, that everyone has a reality that is of two. وَخَلَقْنَاكُمْ زَوْجَيْنِ. We created you two pair, one pair, yani two people. That pair is not your wife. That pair in spirituality is that star that represents you, that reality that represents you. And that reality that represents you is always ready to connect with you, but they need some energy from you to them to show them that you are interested. That is the real meditation. It connects you directly with awliyaullah, first with your shaykh, second with the silsila of the golden chain, and fourth make you ikhwanan wa akhawat, brothers and sisters. So today, awliyaullah are going back, backing themselves up away from dunya, because too much darkness that we are seeing today. And look that the meditation, the real meditation, how it explain itself. One night, Sayyidina Shaykh Nazim was in meditation. He finished his Isha prayer and want to go home from his masjid, and he began to smell a very nice smell coming out in the alley. And he was wondering, what is that? And he was in the same time meditating to his reality, to his spirituality, in order to be advanced and know what is in that star. And that star for awliya, it was his star that has to be given to him soon in this story. So he moved wherever there is this nice smell coming. He was following it, means he was walking backward, like he used to backward, like people, normal people, how they, physical people, how they walk, they go forward. But that smell was coming from back, so he has to walk to it backward. And this has a big meaning, why it's backward, not straight forward. Because straight forward is not yet to open for him. He needs some test from his Shaykh. So he was following until he reached the masjid of his Shaykh from that alley that he was there. So he came to the door, standing to enter, and the Shaykh from where he was sitting shouted at him, "Oh, my murid, this one is a deviant one, send him out." Although he is very well known, very famous, in his majlis at least 5,000 people comes for tariqah and for haqiqah. So he said to them, "Throw him out." This to Shah al-Naqshband before getting his meditation. When he got his meditation, he did more and more from these ways to meditate and get bahdalu. Humiliated him. How much he was humiliated. Now if a Shaykh is humiliated little bit, what will happen? Heavens fall on earth. The skies for fitna and every kind of bad information, incorrect information. Anything to make shaitan happy and Allah Azza wa Jal upset. In his masjid, when he used to teach Sharia, 5,000 people, at least. And all of them, they can hear him. Now, if I am speaking here, at the end, if there is no microphone, they cannot hear anything. When he used to speak, the last line is same as the first line. The beginning of the speech and the end of the speech, they are clapped to each other, and everyone can hear what Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband wants to say. And what to say is, we know that he says and he speaks from within himself. Everything that he says is still within himself. If he wants to open it up, this dunya will float on the ocean of knowledge that Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband is carrying. We stop here, we come back to it. The example of that is that when Sayyidina Abu Yazid al-Bastami, according to Grand Sheikh's information, when he went to, his Sheikh wanted to test him, Sayyidina Jamal al-Din al-Humuq al-Husayni, he was testing him. Then the story is big here, we cut it, but Sayyidina Abu Yazid al-Bastami said, "Ya Rabbi, I will not go back to my village or my city until I found the reality of meditation." This was his dua, because Allah said in the Holy Quran, الَّذِينَ يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا وَعَلَى جُنُوبِهِمْ وَيَتَفَكَّرُونَ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Tafakkur of heavens and earth is not easy. Some pictures, this is not tafakkur. Some explanation, it's not tafakkur. Tafakkur is something that is precious. Not everyone can do it. Not except 124,000 wali that they are living on earth. Only these people that they can make meditation and tafakkur. The real one. The not real is too many. Close your eyes. See this, see that. That's not meditation. Meditation is to connect yourself with your star. Every human being has a star. He has to connect himself there. When it's connected, then the information will pass from the tube of spirituality, from tube of akhirah to tube of dunya. Inside that tube, all information that belongs to you, your DNA, will be given to you in that tube. That's part of understanding what is meditation. So Sayyidina Abu Yazid al-Bastami was saying, I will not go back to my city until I found the reality, because he was tortured. And he went to the ocean and threw himself inside the ocean. And he said, Ya Rabbi, I am throwing myself into your ocean. I die, I wake up, I am throwing myself. And he threw himself. People were running, where to run? It's an ocean. And he was going in a speed that Grand Sheikh used to say, 500,000 kilometers per hour into the ocean. About 2 or 3 years ago in Malaysia, when that aeroplane broke down, it went in the ocean, no one can find it. So oceans of awliya, this is an example of the ocean of the plane that went crashing, and not one piece came out. This for people to understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He is not happy, He will turn everything upside down. إِذَا زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا. Allah is saying, take care, be careful. The big earthquake is coming. Prepare yourself. All your amal is going to be brought up. Be careful. So he went until he reached a place where he only heard humming, like humming of the bird. Non-stop. He tried to go forward, he was afraid. So he said, Ya Rabbi, who is that one that all these creatures around in the ocean are coming for zikrullah with him? And by zikr, one zikr, who? Say, non-stop. So he came to his heart that this leader on this jama'ah is one of the one that he is going to fill four paradises in the resurrection day. He is going to bring 4,000, he will fill 4 Jannah, 4 paradises from the nur that comes from his heart, and he send it over everyone. 4 Jannah are going to be filled from that nur. So anyone touch that nur will go to paradise. So he was that person. He asked, Ya Rabbi, who is that person? He said that Shaykh Naqshband, Muhammad Bahauddin Naqshbandi. His soul is with all the Naqshbandis. Anyone who is a Naqshbandi, wherever he called himself, the Shaykh turned them all to be follower of Sayyidina Shaykh Naqshband. And Grand Shaykh, may Allah bless his soul, said, all my murid are part of that. who part of that voice with Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband from that time, which we don't know till today. So that's Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband. That's meditation leads you to something like that. Meditation is not something that I close my eyes and open my mouth and someone puts for me some sweet in my... No. Everything you touch becomes sweet to you with your meditation. You can take too many people with you to paradise. That's meditation. Because you are making tafakkur, Allah will reward you with that. So that personality, Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband, who was doing in that ocean, heavenly ocean, that zikrullah, which also apply on us all, especially on murid of a Grand Shaykh, because that story, I didn't hear it from anyone except from a Grand Shaykh. Not a Shaykh, not a wali, not with the power that Maulana gave to us to learn about issues that passed. No one said a story like that, because it is not a story, it's a reality. So Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband was going, following that nice smell, until he reached the door of the masjid, and he was asking, Ya Rabbi, I am one of them, and he is one of them going to join Bismillah, I'm entering. And from the other side he heard that message, throw him out. لا يليق لمجلسنا أن يكون رجل عندنا كهذا الشيخ.
Not suitable.
علي صوتك.
Not suitable.
That one is not suitable to be with us. Throw him out. And he was the best of suitables. So they took him and they threw him out. That meditation of Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband was thrown out in front of all the murids of the Shaykh. He was bahdalu.
Humiliated.
They humiliated him so much that if it was other than Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband, he would have died from that humiliation. Today, those who make tafakkur, one humility to them, they run out from tariqah, or they open for them a new store. They call it Sufi store. We have too many of these Sufi stores. I don't know, are you doing Sufi stores? Not yet. Don't do. Be careful. They send on you a test. I did Sufi store, they send on me a test. So really don't be a sheikh. Be a sheikh in your heart. Don't run after to be people to call you sheikh. No. Bigger than you, they were upset. They didn't want to be called sheikh. So they throw him out. They throw him out in front of everyone. The whole community was speaking about it. They didn't know the reality. So what happened is that Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband went back and he was crying. So when they threw him at the threshold of the masjid. And it was a snowy day, because their country is very snowy, their Dagestan area. So what happened is that he went into the threshold of the masjid and put his head in sajda and say, Ya Rabbi, I will not go in until you open on my heart. You throw me out, I'm coming in. You throw me out, I'm coming out. I will not stop that until you put me with them and be part of them. Although he is part of them and he is with them, he is asking to put him back, because the Shaykh screamed on him, so he has to pull that scream out away and put him in a better situation. So So he came, made sajda on the threshold of the masjid, and snow was coming down. And it filled his head. You cannot see the head when it is going to be like 1 meter of snow. You cannot see what is under. He was unable to see except snow. And he put his head and he said, I will not raise my head, O my Lord, until you connect me with my Shaykh. And snow was coming and coming and coming until it became like half a meter. And he heard the voice coming, someone walking, and reached the masjid and want to enter. He put his feet on the threshold, 1 foot on the threshold, 2nd foot on the head of Sayyidina Shaykh Naqshband, and he was scratching him, scratching. Coming from his head, he was wounded, blood coming out, and he never raised his head until his Shaykh called him, came to him, he pat on his back, and he said, Ya Bahauddin, you passed your test, follow me. That real meditation. Did you ever reach yet the level of awliya? Level of awliya, there is 124,000 wali. Out of them that they connected, were able to connect are 313. And the rest, from 124, they were struggling in getting the real meditation. 313 was able to do that. 40,000 was in the position of khilafah. Not 40,000, 40 was in the situation of khilafah. Not khilafah is easy. I call myself easy, khalifa, and it's easy. There is too many khalifa in the supermarket. You can buy them toys there. So meditation is something that more severe test will come on you to check in you how you behave. But unfortunately, no one, except very few, like 2 or 3, that they were able to reach connection with Grand Shaykh and with Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. Very few murid, without mentioning name, all of them, all of you know the names. And Mawlana's support, inshallah, everything good will come out, and you will be under that goodness and these blessings of Grand Shaykh and Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. We are very happy that we have met Grand Shaykh in his time, and we met Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. Alhamdulillah. So that is a great ni'mah. وَمِنَ اللَّهِ التَّوْفِيقِ. So the difficulty that he saw from meditation is to clean him up and to clean where he put his footsteps in order to be able to come nearer and nearer toward his Shaykh, to open for him the Haqiqatul Jazba, Haqiqatul Fayd, Haqiqatul Tawassul, Haqiqatul Tawajjuh, Haqiqatul Irshad. 6 powers open to him for us to open at that moment when you are able to connect with Sayyidina Shaykh Naqshband through Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and the Grand Shaykh. May Allah connect us, because from our side we cannot do it, and we have to know that. From their side, yes, it is like that. وَمِنَ اللَّهِ التَّوْفِيقِ وَحُرْمَةِ الْفَاتِحَةِ. Any question?
Not enough for us. Wallahi.
You don't.
Allahu Akbar! Subhanallah, Maulana. Allahu Akbar.
On Iman, that will be the greatest prize. People, when they're deceased, they die, and they put them in the grave, they think that it's finished. It's not finished. It's the beginning. May Allah forgive us
Ameen.
from the beginning and from the ending.
Ameen.
It's the beginning. You don't want Ankar wa Nakir to come and check on you and ask you a question. That's what is dangerous. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala غفور رحيم. لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر لمن يشاء
ذنوب جميعا.
إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. So Allah is غفور, and we are waiting to get that maghfirah from them, that Allah will forgive us. Your coming here is not easy. It's a lot of time to drive. Inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the superpower of the tariqah. بحرمة الحبيب وحرمة الفاتحة. So you cannot see without eyeglasses. So you have the eyeglasses, but still you cannot see. You need to clean it in order to see. So we have eyeglasses. The Shaykh will give you eyeglasses, but you cannot still see because it needs to be cleaned. So when you polish and clean your heart, then you are able to see. Although you have an eyeglass that can see, but because of the dirtiness on it, you cannot see anything. You might see something fuzzy. We don't need fuzzy, we want original. So when they take these eyeglasses and the eyeglasses are fuzzy, don't say it's enough for me. It's not enough. You need to get rid of this fuzziness in order to reach your spiritual power. It will not be given with a dirty glass. May Allah makes our glasses clean. حرمة الحبيب حرمة الفاتحة. Thank you for coming.